So, do you have any thoughts about the episode as a whole?
I want I want more wives.
We all do. We want more of all the characters.
No, I
Just,
just want more
just her.
wives.
Okay. So, in like one of the first scenes, we got to see her brother, which we've never seen before.
I don't know how to really think of him
He
yet.
he's just kind of like, you know what? I'm better than all of you.
Well, I've done a little chit chatting with how am I supposed to call them? Colt Blake, I guess I'll have to say.
Yeah.
And I told them that I don't know what to think of the brother because, as he said in the episode, that he hasn't stopped growing since Weiss left for Beacon. All who's there is technically the father and the mother. We've learned from past seasons, from I think it was season 1 before Blake ran for them realizing or figuring out she was a faunus. I don't know if that was 1 or 2, but we figured out that their childhood was not a pleasant one, and we've also figured out that mother is an early drinker, father is an early drinker, plus with an anger issue. So since they're basically the only two left around, I guess you could say the butler, but the main person to teach them what I would say probably would be the father. So if he learns right, we might have a father junior. And that might not end so well. But I don't know how to truly go off that because, we just saw him. And we don't know how he truly is going to act throughout the series.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is that he's kind of gonna take after Papa Schnee, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And after that, we got a little bit of the family portrait, all 5 Schnees.
Yeah, I also realized that if you looked at it, well, to me, if you looked at it carefully, it looked like the women are depressed, and the boy and man are, like, angry. I don't know if that's truly supposed to be how it's supposed to seem like, but that's what it seems like to me.
Well, to me, it's kind of like the facial expressions kind of said everything. Like the parents, they weren't too happy. Winter, she didn't look too happy. And then that just leaves Weiss and Whitley.
Rice didn't seem that happy to me either. Whitley just seemed like,
They kind of
I'm
seemed
being like
sad.
ambitious.
I didn't really look at Whitley too much, but Weiss kind of looked sad. I remember that.
That's where I got my thought on how since the past of the family isn't that great, and the only person left to teach Whitley would be technically I'd say the father. It probably wouldn't end very well.
Yeah, true. And then after that, we had Ruby's nightmare about
That's
Pyrrha.
I don't know if that's based off from watching her die, or if that's her so-called silver-eyed warrior genes thing. I want to say it's from her death, but I'm not 100% sure.
It probably is, just from watching her dying, and it's kind of like a recurring nightmare.
But the question, I mean, we had a time skip. So the question is it recently started, or has it always been starting? Because the first time we saw the nightmare, it seemed like it was, first time.
Yeah, I'm not
But
sure about that.
hopefully, no.
Yeah, hopefully it'll play into something later on.
I mean, it should because we learned Ruby Silver Eyes from technically Pyrrha's death is what brought him out. So I guess you could say they're probably gonna end up being connected.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Then we had the scene of the destroyed village. We went through all that, but the thing that kind of stands out to me is that footprint.
Yeah, whenever Ren took that entire thing extremely hard. I don't fully remember how Ren and Nora's past was. Wasn't it like their village was attacked or something? typing. I don't remember.
Yeah, the only thing we really know is that their village was attacked.
That's Ren's probably not taking it lightly from watching what happened to that one, which is why he kept being in a "we should leave, let's get the fuck out of here" mood type thing. And then whenever he started to walk and he saw the footprint, I want to think that whenever Nora saw it and they both looked at each other, that it's something that attacked theirs.
Yeah, no, I had a thought about this actually. It could either be a footprint or some kind of like symbol or a mark. Because that one guy said that it was bandits that attacked it, and then they said they were a Grimm.
Yeah, because of the panic, Grimm came.
Yeah, so that'll be something to look forward to.
I mean, you also got to remember though, and yeah, it could be a bandit insignia, but you also got to remember, like, season 2, you saw those big ass fucking elephant things.
The mammoths, yeah.
I mean, did we see them move on the end of Volume 3? But did they move in at all?
Yeah, they moved in. They moved.
I wonder if that was one of them that came along.
It could be. We might see a fight scene with one of them.
I mean, we've already saw a fight scene with a gigantic rock monster, so I mean...
Yep. So then after that, we had the little speech with Weiss and her father, but before that, we got to see Ironwood's new appearance.
5 o'clock shadow.
He's not looking too well. He's not caring too much anymore.
Well, I mean, apparently something went down between, or I don't know. Apparently the argument was about, it seemed like that Papa Schnee wasn't happy about him locking down dust trade or whatever from Atlas to anywhere else, because people are blaming Atlas, which I can kind of see, because
it was Ironwood's robots, kind of.
Yeah, someone hijacked the robots to sort of
remember
through TV that they were attacking people.
Because remember, Mercury was recording the whole thing, so they kind of got the robots attacking everybody, and that's kind of how everyone found out.
Yeah,
They did explain a lot of what happened between then and now, so it's not really too much to discuss about. But the thing I wanted to point out was Ironwood's new appearance. That's something to take note of.
At least you know it's not, that person behind Papa Schnee in the opening was not some random ass Atlas person who I weirdly had the thought it was about to be someone I didn't want to pop in.
So then we had a little bit of talk about a charity concert.
I'm iffy on it, cause like I hate it how Weiss was drawn into it, cause I feel like it shows that Papa Schnee asked Weiss to, but it's more like he's telling her to, is what I saw from it.
He's just trying to maintain his power over his family. That's how I see it.
Well, I could see that too, but I just think it's stupid. But then again, we don't know much about it. We don't know what all went down in the past, so we don't know how, like, what all he's done to so-called claim his power over the family and shit. But, the other thing about it, I really want to see fucking Weiss sing. The only time we've seen her sing was in the trailer, and that was kind of not seeing her sing, it was watching her fight, but...
We'll get to see her sing, I guess.
That'd be kind of cool. I can't wait. I actually would like to see that.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future Rwby would come into the charity, and that's they meet up. Maybe we don't know, but...
Something like that.
It's a thought.
So, next thing we had was the little Klein thing. We got to see more of the butler.
Oh yeah, fucking Mr. Multiple different personalities, or at least what I think. Different accents for each thing, different eye color for each one. I saw like, he showed up with blue eyes, then whenever he first changed he had red eyes, and whenever he sneezed back to blue, but then they changed to like orange or something.
Yeah, something like that. It seemed to make Weiss happy though.
It's probably a little, like a little, how am I supposed to say this without it being weird? Childhood fun memory thing, I guess?
Her only friend from her childhood.
Basically, yeah.
Yep.
Something. I can't think of how to really explain it, but yeah, since Winter was gone, well, we don't really know how their sibling so-called rivalry went, because apparently Brother Schnee didn't like Winter.
Weiss looked up to Winter, that much we know.
Yeah. So, but then Winter left, so she really had only Brother Schnee, which we don't even know what they did, what Weiss thinks of him. I mean, we know that he acted different on this meetup, so it probably wasn't that good of an idea.
It doesn't really give us too much about how he acted before.
So, I mean, we don't know how they played, so I guess probably the only person that she had to hang out with was the butler.
Yeah, I can see that. So, after that, we had kind of the highlight of the whole episode with the Pyrrha videos.
The feels.
That whole thing, the emotional part.
Yeah, but you know how fucking iPhone he's gonna be.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I don't know if you're thinking, you know what I'm talking about. From the map scene with fucking, Weiss, with Rwby and Sean, and then Rwby touching Sean. Something tells me people are gonna mess with that around to bring up Lancaster.
They better not.
They're going to, you know it.
I won't let them.
Shit.
The thing that I like, though, is that Jean recorded Pyrrha.
Well, actually, I think Pyrrha recorded herself, and if like John was busy or asleep or something, she took his scroll and recorded herself teachings. So if like she couldn't do it at the time, he'd have something to practice with.
That's kind of how it looked like, yeah.
I mean, we could see progress in his growth, but I mean, practicing can be different from the real thing. So I just want to see how it goes on the real thing. Now that he has a weapon, since versus the rock monster thing, he didn't have one.
Yeah, so he's trying to improve himself through the videos.
I kind of thought, you know in the video to where she was trying to tell him something, but
Yeah.
said something else. I literally thought that she fully confessed in that video.
That's what it looked like it was gonna be.
If she did and shit went down the way it did, oh shit, things would have been very well. But something tells me that he's already seen that video a lot of times, so he knew it was coming anyways.
Yeah. Well, that wraps this episode up.
We need more, damn it.
Yeah,
I also
we do.
want to see how. I'm also waiting how Blake and Yang get thrown in. I don't know how much you're gonna throw in, because like the first episode had 95% Ranger, 5% Weiss. This episode had like what?
50-50.
Yeah, I could probably work with that. Maybe 60-40, maybe.
Nice.
Mainly Weiss and close to half of Ranger. So maybe we might get some more Ranger next weekend, and some Blake next weekend, or maybe both Blake and Yang next weekend. We just don't know. I just want to see how they throw them in.
Yeah.
But it's not. To me, it doesn't feel like it's going slow. But I just want more.
I do
That's
too.
what everyone wants. There's more.
All right. Well, I'm gonna end this here. Any last things?
More Weiss and more White Rose. That's all I can say.
All right. I can deal with that.